Hey guys, what's up? This is Neverman, and I'm going to talk about the new cyber support and the new light swarm support. Light swarms, they weren't topping. At all. To be honest. But now main and assailants out, I think they're great. I think they're, well, they're both tuners, as you can tell. And they're coming out soon. I don't know which pack. I don't know really much about this new support of lightsworns, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you have been talking about. However, what haven't I seen that's been talked about a lot is the new cyber dragon support. Well, I'm going to discuss like this later. The cyber dragon support is basically all focused on cyber dragon. Cyber Core, I think that's what his name is. Yeah, sorry. Cyber Core, well, Cyber Dragon Core, actually, is basically, as you can see, its effect right here. When this card... I always do that! When this card is normal summon, add one cyber or her cybernetic... I'm sorry about my spelling if I spelled something wrong, whatever. Cybernetic spell/trap. Card from... Darn it! I read these sentences wrong. Whatever. Add one cyber or cybernetic spell/trap card from your deck to your hand. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one cyber dragon monster from your deck. If you only use one side... shoot. My sentences are getting bad. You can only use one Cyber Dragon Core effect per turn. And only once that turn. If this card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while it is on the field or in the graveyard. So that's Cyber Core, and I'm sorry about my reading. Alright. This is Cyber Dream? I don't know its name, whatever. And its effect, Cyber Dragon Dream? I don't know. When this card's normal summon, you can have the level of all Cyber Dragons you control become 5. You cannot special summon any monsters during the turn you activate this effect, except machine monsters. If this card is banished, target one Cyber Dragon monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects until the end of this turn. And this card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while it is on the field or in the graveyard. So basically, Cyber Core and Cyber Dragon are basically new support for Cyber Dragon. That's all I can say. Cyber Dragon, I mean, these two are like, they all focus on banishing, which is fine with me, because you can like use like I'm trying to figure out a yeah, like overload fusion and stuff. You can like use like overload fusion and stuff. Then the new XYZ Cyber Dragon Nova. The level 5 exceeds. It's a light monster, just like all the others, and it requires 2 level 5 machine monsters. Once per turn, I'm gonna read the effect. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card, then target one Cyber Dragon in your graveyard. Special summon that target. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can banish one Cyber Dragon from your hand or your side of the field. This card gains 2100 attack until the end phase. If this card is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card effects, you can special summon one machine type monster from your extra deck. So that's pretty a neat effect, if you ask me. And that's actually a really good effect. So, the question is, do you think this new Cyber Dragon support will help the Cyber Dragon? Well, will it actually do good in a Cyber Dragon? Will this actually top meta, or will this just be like some kind of other deck? Heck, like, you know. And now, well, I talked about this in the beginning. Now we're going to talk about lightsworns. Actually, I'll talk about this later. Anyway, now we go into lightsworms. The tuners. The new tuners. Redden. The lightsworn assassin. I hope I got his name wrong. I mean his name right. Alright, it's effect. It's a tuner. Whatever. During your main phase, you can send the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard. And if you do, if there is a lightsworn monster among those cards, this card gains 200 until your opponent's end phase. You can only use this effect of raiding the lightsworn assassin once per turn. During the end phase of your turn, send the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard. You must control this face the card to activate and to resolve this effect. And now we go into Maiden, or Maryva, the lightsworn maiden. Oh, whatever. Minerva, whatever. Well, this card is normal summon. Add 1 light dragon monster from your deck to your hand, whose level is less than or equal to the number of lightsworns with different names in your graveyard. Oh, wow. Anyway. When this card is sent to the sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, send the top card from your deck to the graveyard. During each of your end phase, send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. You must control this face-up card, to activate and to resolve this effect. And now we're going to read the Synchro. Michael or Mitchell, I don't get it. Whatever, Mitchell, Lightsworn Lord. That guy looks so cool. His name's kind of weird, but it doesn't matter. Alright. One tuner and one, and it just requires 1 light monster. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, then target one card on the field. Banish that target. Banish that target face up. When this card is destroyed, you can target any number of lightsworns and monsters in your graveyard except Mitchell, Lightsworn Lord. Shuffle all of them back into the deck, and if you do, gain 300 for each. During each of your end phase, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. This card must be face up on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. So that is the Lightsworn Synchro. I was kind of disappointed about its effect. Just banish 1 face-up card. I mean, sure, that made me great, but it's only once per turn. JD had at least a way better effect. Had a way better effect, and that's to like blow up the whole field. And now we're moving on to the spells and traps, basically, and there are only 2. Cyber Network and Cyber Repair Plan. I'm going to talk about Cyber Network first and read its effect first. Destroy this card during your 3 standby phases after activation. once per turn. If Cyber Dragon is on the field, you can banish one light machine monster from your deck. When this card on the field is sent to the graveyard, special summon as many of your banished light machine monsters as possible. And if you do, destroy all spells and trap cards you control. Though monsters cannot activate their effects. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. That's kind of neat. Then, Cyber Repair Plant. If Cyber Dragon is in your graveyard, activate one of these effects. If there are 3 or more Cyber Dragons in your graveyard, you can activate both of these effects. You can activate one Cyber Dragon once per turn. Add one. However, add one light machine monster from your deck to your hand. Target one machine monster in your graveyard. Shuffle that target into the deck. So that's Plant. Honestly, I mean, it's okay. The new support's is probably really good to some people, but I don't know. So those are the new support for old decks. Well, Cybers aren't really that old. Cybers were like made in like 2004 or something. No, I think it was like 2005. Around 2005, probably. So that is yeah. That is the new Lightsworn and Cyber Dragon support. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Nefermen. Well, see ya.